What? Here we go again. We are back with some more Mystery Case Files, 13th Skull. Remember, if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please click subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notifications when I upload new videos. Alright, so let's dive right in. When we last left off, we found a voodoo doll in the carriage house of Mary and Louis Lee. So we're going to sneak back out this way. Can we close that? I don't want them to know I was in there. They decide to go back. But we're going to sneak out and go past him and go talk to Mama Aimee. Hey, Louis, how you doing? Don't mind me. Just walking by here. Didn't I have that bird right there? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Okay. Anyway, Mama Aimee. Hey, check this out.
Good to see you again, child. What is it you brought with you? Why don't you let Mama Aimee take a better look?
All right, here.
Sure enough. This was fashioned to look like the man you are looking for.
Was it?
I suspect it was found close to his belongings as well. What you've got here is a conjure of hoodoo, not voodoo, child.
Ah. Is that hoodoo you do that voodoo?
Hoodoo is the opposite of voodoo. It's a good magic.
Ah.
The pins in the doll are wishes of kindness and hope.
Right.
All Mary Lee's trying to do is help Mrs. Lawson get back her husband.
See, that's what I suspected. See, I wasn't, yeah. So now I have no suspects.
Now, detective, you and I both know there's always suspects. If I were you, I would check the swamps again.
Yeah, that dude.
The girl next door who works in the tavern, she knows her way around the backwaters real good.
Does she?
Detective, make sure your skull doesn't make 14.
That was cheesy. That was real cheesy. Alright, talk to the bartender about exploring the swamp. Alright, can I... Oh, did I let her keep the doll? I mean, I should go put it back and let their hoodoo do its thing. What's going on, lady?
Oh, how you doing, Suge?
Don't call me
Thanks
that.
for running that gumbo down the way. I hope Cuda didn't fill you full of too many holes.
Nah, I can take care of myself. I need to get around the swamp. Can you help me?
Well, yeah, I know those parts like the back of my hand. Mama Aimee's right, though. This time of night is no time to be wandering around out there. Besides, Suge, I'd love to help you, but I'm the only one working tonight. And right now, I got to tend to a toilet, went and got all backed up.
Yeah, I heard a dude in there. You told me not to get the special. You want me to clean it?
Well, a bar full of thirsty folks needs a working bathroom. Lamont usually fixes it, but he ain't here.
Nope.
Any chance I could ask one more favor?
Sure.
Here's the key to the cellar.
Thank
Run
you.
down there and grab the plunger for folks start going in their britches.
I thought that said something else. Alright, but anyway. Why is the plunger in the cellar? You folks are weird. Hey, there's a plunger. Hey, and there's a chainsaw. It sounds like it might be out of gas. Hey, we all know I need a... Oh, what's going on here? Huh. I can barely make out a pattern engraved on here years ago. That's that, yep. That's that, fountain. Ooh. See, I knew there was more than one thing going on with that. I follow my intuition regarding the tavern's ancient structure and uncovered the series of concentric circles carved long ago into the stone wall. My interest in the tavern's construction was heightened when I noticed the structure's presence on the map found by Mr. Lawson. The basement would have been around when the map was created. It would have. a roll of rubbing paper, as well as a hunk of charcoal borrowed from the VooDoo shop. Gave me all the leverage I needed to interpret the cryptic pattern. Enclosed is the rubbing I created. Should it prove useful in the future? Of course it will. I'm gonna go. Well, I don't need it. I got it, and it's right there. What else is there around here? All this interesting stuff here. Okay, so what if I go back? Does it? It still takes me back up. All right, I got the plunger. Let's go in the bathroom. This is so gross. I hate bathrooms. It didn't flush.
You look about as happy as I did.
$13.05. I'm calling Lamont. I have coins.
Hello, this is Lamont. You're who? You're doing... Oh, you're fixing that toilet down. Okay, well, now there's we call this the secret sauce.
That's
It's how
gross.
you gonna fix it. So, first of all, you want to stand in front of it, you know, like you're looking at it, and then you want to flush it 4 times. You want to plunge it 3 times, and then you want to flush it 5 more times. Now, you do that, and it'll get her done. But, you know, I'd come down there and help you on account, but, you know, this humidity and the goiter, I mean, it's just acting up, and the kids are pranking me. So, okay, never mind. Bye-bye.
All right. My lack of plumbing skills left me in a quandary about how I was going to unclog the tavern's grimy toilet. Luckily, in my search of some snake down the drain, no, I didn't. I came across the roster of tavern employees. Lo and behold, I found phone number for the elusive Lamont. Yeah, I already knew that though. I saw that. I recall the bartender saying Lamont usually fixed the toilet and began acting when it began acting up, so I decided to phone the pro for a few tips. I don't know if it'll work, but he suggested flushing 4 times and then plunging it 3 times and flushing 5 times. Who am I to question the master? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, they're happy now. Nobody get the special. Alright, I'll go tell the bartender that I fixed the toilet. I fixed that toilet.
Oh, Suge, I love you.
No,
Thanks for
stop.
fixing that toilet.
I asked you to stop calling me
I could
that.
offer you Lamont's job, seeing as how you doing it anyway.
You should go ahead and pay me. I'll take the payment. But, anyway, got that chainsaw down there?
Well, you're welcome to it if it still runs, though it's probably out of gas. Tell you what, though, you've been such a help tonight, I'm gonna fix you up.
Okay.
Tater's brother Bubba owns the gas station next door. He owes me a favor. How about I make a call and have him turn on the pumps for a few minutes?
If that's how that works, thank you. But, go ahead and take this chainsaw, because I need it. Take the chainsaw and investigate the strange shack in the swamp. I got a gas can or something? Because I can't take it. Sounds like the gas pumps are turned on. Oh, it opened up. Would you look at that? I'm gonna go snooping around now for some shrimp tail, a gas can. Please tell me I'm gonna keep the gas can. Paintbrush and some money. Alright, there's the paintbrush. Shrimp tail. That's a crawfish. There's the shrimp tail. Alright, we're looking for money, a hunting knife, and a fork. kind of money? Tell you what, I'm always looking for money. I'll tell you that now. There's a... Oh, that's not fishing reel. That's just tape. Don't see any money, though. I'm usually quick to find money. Anyway, file teeth. Teeth were over here. And a pickle. Pickle was right there. A monkey wrench. I wonder why they call it a monkey wrench, because there's a file. Because it's actually a pipe wrench. There's the fishing reel. There's an axe. Fork and a hunting knife. I don't know what to say the monkeys won't do. I guess that's... It looked like a pocket knife. That looks nothing like a hunting knife. But it's a knife nonetheless. So now there's the money. Now we're looking for the fork and the monkey wrench. And we can be on our way out to the swamp. She never told me anything about the swamp. There's the fork. I was supposed to talk to her about the swamp, and we didn't... She just told me she knew it like the back of her hand, and then had me fix the toilet and gave me a chainsaw. There's the wrench. Okay, cool. The freezer contains a frozen inside solid chunk of ice. Okay. That has nothing for that. I'm gonna stop stealing from the locals. Alright. Alright, got a gassed up chainsaw. We're gonna go investigate the strange shack. Oh, I needed the chainsaw because of that one. The shack appears uninhabitable if it the shack appears uninhabitable if it weren't for the lights on inside. All right. Yeah. I was that tree. It had notches in it. But before I do that, maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like I'm being watched. There's another cannon. Alright, I don't feel comfortable. I can see shadows moving about inside, but I have no way to access the shack. Alright, I don't feel comfortable in the swamp water with the alligators. In the inflatable boat. Why am I cutting this tree down? Yeah, because that's what we do.
What are you doing here?
You dropped something. Uh-huh. Dennis and Alice Blanston from Michigan. But would you look at that? I've just discovered that the mysterious man I saw in the swamp has something to do with Mrs. Larson's missing husband. I only intended to have a look inside, but ended up cleaving the shack down the center with a tree felled by my chainsaw. I climbed up to investigate the damage. I further surprised an already shell-shocked individual who promptly exited through the front door. Yeah, he wasn't killed by the tree or anything, but there's like mustaches and such. A mountain of evidence found within this devastated shelter casts new light on my investigation. A folder resting on a ratty cloth contains notes about the many contraptions I've encountered, while the stack of disguises betrays an attempted cover-up. The man misplaced his wallet during his hasty escape, and it contains identification cards that might turn this case upside down. I'll go ask the fellow I met at the tavern if he can use his contacts to look up information about Alice and Dennis Blanston. It's pretty obvious to me. It's pretty obvious to me. I know what's going on. Why is there a tic-tac-toe in here? Alright. Talk to the librarian at the bar about the 2 IDs you found in the shack. Oh. Why can't I go out the front door like the dude did? Alright, so, go talk to this creepy feller. Hey man, can you check these?
Well, hey there, detective. Any luck finding your missing man?
I think so, but I need you to do me a favor. Take these IDs and run them for me.
Alice and Dennis Blanston. Never heard of them. But if you want, I can call my cop buddy over in Boudreaux and have him run those names for you. Just give me a sec. I really gotta go now that the toilet's working again.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna go confront Mrs. Lawson about their about this evidence. Hey Louis, don't worry about me. What?
Absolutely. When we find the gold, we're going to have to get out of here fast. What do you mean you were spotted? Tell me you had your disguise on. I knew. You've nothing to again. Make it just stay safe. Just stay calm. You were right. The detective is starting to figure things out. Absolutely. When we find the gold, we're going to have to get out of here fast. I don't think our cover with the ghost is holding up. We've got to find those skulls. You were right. The detective is starting to figure things out. Absolutely. When we find the gold, we're going to have to get out of here fast. I know. We've locked ourselves in. Marcus, we're so close. Just stay calm. I will. We're on our way to meet you at the clearing in the swamp. I don't think our cover with the ghost is holding up. We've got to find those skulls. We'll get rid of the detective when we leave. Don't worry. I hid the computer password behind the picture of the kid and the dog.
They're talking about getting rid of me behind the kid and the dog. Let's see, we got the password here. What is that? 33Y160? Is that what that says? I can't see. But who does that? See, I knew they were up to no good. They started making trouble in my neighborhood. Dennis Blanston. This is the house sent to Alice Blanston. You won't believe our luck. This has to be the mansion that Crown built. I've even found a map. Best of all, it's vacant, and no one lives there. No one has lived there for years. The treasure has to be here someplace, but I can't figure out all of these contraptions. We need to hire some help, someone who's good at solving mysteries. The idiot townsfolk believe this place is cursed. We might be able to use that to our advantage. This email correspondence between This email correspondence between Mr. and Mrs. Blanche confirms that I have been duped. Hello?
Detective, glad I got you. This is Vinton from down at the Swaller. Listen, I had my buddy in Boudreaux run the names on those IDs. The results aren't good.
Okay.
Alice and Dennis Blanston are convicted felons with warrants and arrest records that run all the way from kidnapping to robbery and even murder. There are no Lawsons. Those folks must have heard stories about the treasure and claimed to have inherited the house. You got to get out of there.
Huh. Appreciate that. Vinton? Confront the Blansons and the Blanstons in the clearing of the swamp. An email uncovered on the computer in the den has verified my suspicions. Sarah and Marcus Lawson are aliases created by Alice and Dennis Blanston. Their correspondence proved they heard of the pirate legend and moved into the manor after claiming ownership of the property. It appears they got stuck trying to locate the missing skulls and sent for my assistance under the veil of a missing persons scam. Ooh. A phone call I received from Vinton at the tavern echoes the above findings and confirms the suspects' true identities. I overheard Sarah on the phone saying they were on their way to rendezvous at the clearing in the swamp. I have to confront them before they get any closer to finding the treasure. Alright, so I guess we will do that next time. The plot has thickened, to say the least. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please click subscribe. And I hope to see you next time when we go confront these two. Until then, deuces gooses.